Welcome back, viewers, to the Preaching Humanist with David Oliverio. That is I've taken a few weeks off, and I'm back ready to go. Thought we'd do some paradigm shifts next few episodes. We'll keep it really short and sweet, which is rare for me. I'm not going to do any teaching or preaching next few episodes. We're going to just talk about some little encounters that I've had with individuals, and then we'll get back into teaching. First of all, I want to demonstrate and show you, my viewers, a little t-shirt I'm wearing. So take a peek at this. You see that? Atheists helping the homeless. Look at there. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So last week on Sunday morning, I'm part of the Atheists Helping the Homeless, wonderful group of people who meet up under the bridge in downtown Austin to help those less fortunate human beings who need food and clothing and shelter. So we show up, and I've mentioned this before on my many episodes in the past, referring to different works of philanthropy that we, many of us humanists and atheists do, and I'm a part of many of these charitable functions, and this is one of them that I do and participate in. So last Sunday, under the bridge, I was with my fellow atheists, and we're having a great time, giving clothing and food to needy people. Remember, no God is required for this, my dear Christian friends. This is human, it's intrinsic, it's innate within us as a social, gregarious species. So I looked up, and I noticed a gentleman about my age, big, tall man, with a very disgruntled look on his face. He had his arms folded like this, and a scowl on his face, and he was doing this. So my big mouth, very friendly self, which I am, being a former Christian evangelist, I'm used to talking to complete strangers. I approached him very friendly, and I said, "Hi, what group are you with?" And immediately he changed from this to, "I'm with the Baptist group." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, I'm over here with the atheist." So I reached out my hand, what human beings do. It's called modern civility, being civilized. And I wanted to shake his hand, and I said, "Hi, my name is David." He didn't shake my hand. He immediately threw his finger up right in my face and said, "You should be ashamed of yourself. You're disgusting." And I said, "Dude, lighten up. What's going on here?" I said, "I'm just out here helping people like you." And he said, "Do you realize the consequences for your unbelief? You will burn in the eternal flames of hell because of your unbelief and your atheism." And I said, "Wow." I said, "Dude, lighten up." I said, "I'm out here helping people." So he walked off, and I said some words to him. I said, "Come back and let's discuss this." And I had to throw in, "What would Jesus do?" I said, "Hey, what would Jesus do?" And I said, "Where's the love?" So I noticed he went back to his little group, 50 to 100 feet away, in their little group. And they joined hands and got in a little prayer circle, bowed their heads. And I guess they're asking for Jesus to give them compassion and love for these homeless people. And what's interesting, my dear Christian friends, is we that call ourselves humanists and atheists have no need for prayer. We have no need to call upon some invisible, transcendent, sentient deity in the sky to give us love and compassion for needy, less fortunate human beings. We have it in us already, in our genes, in our genome, to help and be concerned for less fortunate human beings. So we don't waste time praying. We just do, we do good deeds. We're not trying to please any God. We're just trying to help other people. So here we have a little scenario here, my dear Christian friends. You have a person that allegedly is filled with the Spirit of the living God, right? The Holy Spirit residing in him, which allegedly produces love and kindness and empathy and virtues, which I've discussed before, for other human beings, right? So what is so sad to me is to see a fellow human being filled with such hatred for someone else who was doing the same thing he was, trying to help the less fortunate, passing out food and clothing to the homeless. And just because I didn't believe in his God, his religion, or anything supernatural, because I identify myself as a very, very strong atheist, atheist/humanist/secularist. And because of that, the hatred came forth from his mouth. For the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh, right, Christians? It says that in the book of Proverbs, right? So this man was filled with hatred. I really feel sorry for him. And what's interesting, I've discussed this with a couple of my Christian friends, and obviously not so right-wing fundamental in their beliefs. They're more moderate and liberal Christians, and they were really appalled by what I told them. And they said, "Oh, that's disgusting. He should have never done that." And I understand that. And believe it or not, it goes both ways. I know there are probably some atheists that would do that toward Christians, and this is really uncalled for. I believe dignity should be given to human beings, respect as humans. But as I've said many times before, I do not respect beliefs, especially mythological beliefs that are a major impediment to human progress, which I believe Christianity is. I think we, as a nation, would be much better off without any religion, especially Christianity and Islam. I think using our minds would serve us much better as we progress ahead as a species. So I thought I'd throw that out there today in a short little talk and let you know, my dear Christian friends, I want you to think. Next time you see a group of unbelievers or different group of Christians or different religion or those that are atheists and humanists like myself that are under the bridge, that are committing kindness and love and generosity and feeding the poor and the needy, doing things that humans do, no God required, think about that. Think about whether you should be respectful for that person or do you want hatred like that gentleman showed me. I'm not mad at him. It didn't hurt my feelings at all. I just find it very interesting that when he went back to his little group in the prayer circle, giving out food to the needy, as we were too in our group, the atheist group, and probably a lot more. We had more organization, more food, more clothing, more toiletries than they could ever imagine. But there he had his big Jesus smile on and just loving these people, right? And he went from he did a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on me. He went from hating a person like me with complete anger and hatred only because I don't believe like him. So my question to you, were you confused? Were you upset that someone else could be kind and loving to others without belief in a God? Does that bother you? Does that bother you that there are those of us that do not need a God to have a life of kindness and love and happiness? Maybe that bothers you. Maybe it's intimidating to you. Maybe it threatens your Jesus bubble, your belief system. Well, that's my job. My job is to let you know that we're out there and we're growing in numbers, and we're happy, we're fulfilled, and we do help the needy. So, thank you for watching the Preaching Humanist with David Oliverio. We'll be talking soon again. Remember, no God is required for a life of love and joy and peace, fulfillment, meaning, purpose of life, and, let's add, feeding the homeless and clothing the homeless. Have a wonderful day.